evening. You're watching TMB News. I'm Anju Sukhan. Let's have a look at the top stories of the day. Students from Manipur University's Manipuri department staged a protest rally and conducted a sit-in demonstration outside the office of the Vice Chancellor on Monday. The demonstration was a response to perceived irregularities in the recruitment process for faculty position within the department. Expressing their discontent, the students highlighted concerns regarding the fairness and transparency of the recruitment procedures. Thawai Miral has called upon individuals from diverse backgrounds to unite in observing May 3rd as Anti-Terrorism Day this year. The appeal comes in remembrance of the devastating conflict that engulfed Manipur on the same day last year, resulting in loss of lives and displacement of thousands. The commemoration seeks to honor the victims of the tragic events and raise awareness about the ongoing struggle against terrorism in the region. Thawai Miral emphasizes the importance of solidarity and collective action in confronting the menace of terrorism, urging citizens to stand together in promoting peace and harmony. Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh has raised concerns over the misattribution of Manipur's indigenous game Mukna Kangjai to Mizoram in a textbook. In an official statement, Dr. R.K. Ranjan highlighted the issue, citing media reports indicating the error in the textbook titled Learnings Through Traditional Games, published by the SCERT Delhi for the academic year 2023-24. Dr. Ranjan emphasized the seriousness of the matter and called for an inquiry to ascertain and rectify the factual position promptly. He underscored the importance of accurate representation of cultural heritage and indigenous practices, urging for corrective action to address the misrepresentation of Mukna Kangjai in educational materials. Lainingthau Sanamahi Temple Board and the Institute of Engineers India IEI Manipur chapter informed people about the one-day workshop on a scientific and social outlook on Yumsharol, going to be held on May 25 at the Lainingthau Sanamahi Shanglen, inviting public participation and suggestions on maintaining traditional norms of Yumsharol or ways of constructing homes. The workshop is going to be held under the aegis of Civil Engineering Division Board CVDB IEI Manipur chapter. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Megha Chandra Kaisham has issued a letter requesting stringent security arrangements from both central and state security forces for 6 polling stations in anticipation of the upcoming repolling for the Outer Manipur constituency Lok Sabha seat. The letter emphasizes the necessity for video coverage of the election process and the presence of an executive magistrate at the 6 polling stations, of which 4 are located in the Krul Assembly constituency and 1 each in Chingai and Karong. He underlined the importance of an executive magistrate's presence, citing their pivotal role in swiftly addressing any unforeseen incidents during the polling process. In yet another setback for the Congress party leader, Akshay Kanti Bam withdrew his nomination from the Indore constituency on Monday ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. The Congress had fielded Bam against sitting BJP MP Shankar Lalwani from the Indore Lok Sabha seat, where polling will be held on May 13th in the 4th phase. Shortly after Bam's withdrawal, senior BJP leader and MLA from Indore, Kailash Vijayvargiya, welcomed him to join the party. The Delhi police on Sunday registered a case over a doctored video circulating on social media platforms showing Union Home Minister Amit Shah advocating for the abolition of reservation quotas for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. The video, which has sparked controversy and allegations of misinformation, has prompted the Ministry of Home Affairs to file a complaint seeking action against those responsible for it. In response to concern raised by the BJP regarding the authenticity of the video, the Delhi police registered a FIR on Sunday. On Sunday, Jadumani Singh outperformed Aldarkhishek Batulga of Mongolia by winning the bout with an referee stop contest decision in round 2. Akash, on the other hand, faced a tough challenge against Mongolia's Gunbatar Gun Irdin but made a remarkable comeback after losing the first round to win the bout 4-1. Both the boxers will play their quarter-final bout on Tuesday as per a Boxing Federation of India BFI. Indian women cricket team registered a convincing 44-run victory against Bangladesh in the first T20 match played at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium on Sunday. Bowler Renuka Singh took 3-18, helping India bowl out Bangladesh for 101 in response to a modest 145-7 made by it batting first. India scored 145 runs after losing 7 wickets with sound performances by Yastika Bhatia and Safali Verma and captain Harmanpreet Kaur. Bangladesh had a disastrous start, losing 4 wickets in 30 runs. Royal Challengers Bengaluru RCB defeated Gujarat Titans by 9 wickets at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad on Sunday. RCB overhauled the target of 201, scoring 206 for 1 in just 16 overs. Jacks have been adjudged the player of the match. Earlier put into bat first, Gujarat scored 200 for 3 in 20 overs. Sai Sudarshan was the top scorer for the Titans with 84 of 49, while Shah Rukh Khan made 58 from 30 balls.